move my webcam so that this show and tell stuff will be a little easier. Mute Marshmallows and Gigi, hello. Sorry, I may have to, I've got a few things going on today. So there's, this cord is, hold on. I'm going to unplug this for just a minute and then plug it back in. It's all tangled up with some other stuff. Okay, so I'll move this to be a little more show and tell day, that's right. It's gonna be fun. Well, hello, Bui. I don't know how to say that, I'm sorry, but hello. And welcome. Leandro, hello. So I've got, like I said, there's a few things going on today. I've got, currently there are people in my house replacing my water heater. So they may end up knocking on the door at some point because it's just me here. So that's a potential interruption, and then I've got, I'm waiting on an email about a meeting I'm supposed to have today, and I also have to leave early to go to the airport. So we've got a few things going on that could potentially mess with the stream. So, but we are doing show and tell today, which is good. So, I'm not sure if we should wait for a minute though. Michael Leavenworth, hello. What's up? It's been a while. It seems like it's been a while. How are things at Powerhouse? For those of you who don't, Michael works at Powerhouse Animation doing background paintings. Worked on the new He-Man show. And it's been, by the way, Mike, I've been loving the stuff that you've been posting from that. Really cool stuff. Really, really cool. Yeah, that show's been looking really, really cool. I haven't watched it, but it looks cool. Is it on Netflix, Mike? I think it's on Netflix, right? Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. Is this show good? Just curious. Logan, good morning. We're talking about He-Man. There you go. Michael worked on He-Man for Netflix. I haven't watched it yet, but I didn't think you liked The Scotsman. You goof. Right, let's set a timer here for 10 minutes. 10 minutes of The Scotsman, here it comes. Right, here we go. First up, we've got a lot of these are all books from different artists. So, and most of these I actually got for... Anyway, so first Amber. This is Amber Angie Huang, I think is how you say your name. Really cute stuff. So it's all, oh man, it's so hard to, lots of little critters and things, super adorable things. Oh crap, I'm dropping stuff. Focus on side characters, so if there's 5 episodes, so a lot of old fans were upset, but they need to be patient. Right. Anyway, obviously lovely stuff. And she's super nice, super sweet lady. Anyway, there's one. Got lots of little wee books today, so yeah, it is super cute. So Brooklyn Walker, she works at Sony, and this was 3 years ago. I think I got this at CTN, and this was my favourite find. It's not very big, but it's magnificent. So it's full of, it's called Fashion Studies, right? It's just a bunch of fashions, right? Different characters wearing different clothing. I don't know how well you can see all this, but yeah, like I said, this was my favourite find that year. This wee little book. I love it. Right. Next we've got, this is a 10 years old now, this Justin Gerard sketchbook. If you don't know Justin's stuff, it's terrific. He's a fantasy illustrator, does lots of dragons, hobbits, wizards, knights, that sort of thing. It's all very cool. And he's a watercolor illustrator, so he'll do things in pencil, right, and then he'll do watercolor, and then he usually tweaks things a bit in Photoshop afterward, but he's one of my favourite watercolor artists. So him and Peter DeSev, when I think watercolor, I think of those two. So, I mean, look at that, isn't that beautiful? Anyway, there's that one. Here's a book called Heart Is by Wendy Park. She does lots of really cool plants. Her stuff reminds me a little bit of Ivandale. Scott, why would you spend the points if you didn't want it, Iggy? You silly man. Boy, whatever. Now, he might do thinned oils as well. I mean, maybe I'm mistaken. He might be an oil guy rather than watercolor, but I assumed it was watercolor because it's all very thin, transparent stuff. But anyway, Wendy Park. Lovely things. It's a good one. And her Instagram right there. Windy.hearts. Okay. Here's a sketchbook from Genevieve Tsai, who is awesome. These are sketches for Chris Sanders' wife. I can't remember her name. She wrote this book called Safety Sirens, I think. Anyway, and Genevieve illustrated that. So a lot of these are for that. But so Genevieve, I think she's currently working at Warner Brothers on Animaniacs. So I think she's the lead designer on that. But her stuff's really good. Oh, okay. Meg Park, Fluff and Fangs. So Meg Park does really good. Her stuff's just great. She's just phenomenal. I love her stuff. She draws a lot of animals. Yeah, Meg's great. Oh, man. Anyway, that's a good one. Her website, megpark.com. Hey. Sean Cheeks Galloway. Sean's super cool guy. He does lots of fan art. You know, I think most people know him for his fan art. Lots of Marvel, DC stuff. He worked on, if you ever watched Spectacular Spider-Man, that's one of my favorite animated shows of all time. He did the designs for that show. Hey, speaking of He-Man, there it is. Anyway, so Sean Galloway. I don't know how many art books he's got, but there's a lot of them. Here's a book. Simone Grunwald, I think is how you say it. Grunwald. She goes by... shoot. Her handle on... I'm trying to remember what her handle was. It's... Does anybody else remember? It's like... Schmo Draws. SCHMOE Draws. That's her handle on Instagram. But anyway, she did this Sketch Every Day book that's got her different techniques and stories, and it talks about her business philosophies and that sort of stuff. It's really good. Very cool. Oh, there's the timer. Okay. Sorry, the music stopped since your Spotify account is being used on another device. What are you talking about? Let me figure this out for a sec. Okay. Oh no, my mouse isn't working, of course. Okay. Anyway, Schmo Draws. Simone. Full of really cool stuff. It's a valuable resource, I think. So there's that one. Next, got Wasatch by Ty Carter, who was at Blue Sky for a long time, but now I think he's working at Netflix. I guess he was at Netflix, but I don't know where he's at now, actually. But these are all landscape paintings. So his job at Blue Sky, he was like the color guy, basically. He would do lots of his dev paintings for their movies. Kind of. Anyway, really good painter, really good guy, Ty Carter. Here's one. Kayla Marie Shirley, who I think she's at Netflix. Character designer. She does fun stuff. Can I talk about any project I'm working on? I'm afraid not. Everything I'm working on is under NDA, and it's all like stuff that's not currently in development. So nothing that's been announced, nothing that's even actively in production, just exploring, working for Rodeo Effects at the moment on some of their projects. They're starting up an animation department, like an animation studio, like they're an effects studio, but they've been wanting to get into animation, so we're developing a bunch of their projects. Anyway, Kayla Shirley. Okay, last one. Animals. Sean Bryant. If you don't know Sean, he's so cool. And he gave me a little drawing in there. Anyway, this book's just full of little critters, and I don't know where he's at now, actually. He actually used to work at Powerhouse. I don't know if you knew that, Michael, but he worked at Powerhouse. And then he moved to DreamWorks. I don't know where he's at currently, but yeah, his stuff is just super fun, adorable. Sean Bryant, that's how you say his name. And I will, I'll put links to all these. I know some of them you can't really buy anywhere, but I will post links to what I can find on the Discord. So, yeah. All right. I'll move that out of the way. That was Sean Bryant, Michael. Big red-bearded guy. Usually wears sweet old man hats. Okay. All right. Oh, Steven's on here? Hello, Steven. Michael, did you know Steven Rexburg? Did you guys know each other? Michael Leavenworth, Steven Sitton. I think you guys were overlapped, right? Yeah, Egget has been messing with the Discord, which is awesome. Doing some cool things. Oh, he's on, like, you have to look on the Michael Leavenworth. He's on Facebook, so it's not doesn't show up in like a Twitch chat, but it's on the screen. I'm pretty sure, I mean, it seems like you guys should have overlapped, but maybe not. I don't know, there are lots of people from school that I Yeah, so it's streaming to Facebook at the same time. Which I didn't realize that comments from Facebook showed up on screen, so I just was ignoring them because I was looking at the Twitch chat, but it does. It works out, which is nice. Okay, so this was a random thing I did yesterday. I don't even know. It's just one of those things that I just wanted to draw. Every so often I just want to draw like a big superhero-y sort of guy, right? Anyways, that was yesterday. And I didn't ever get rid of it. Or close it. Let's see. Alright. I'm thinking... Again, today I think I just want to like mess around, just doodle some stuff, and just like maybe weird stuff. Maybe so. For whatever reason, this morning I was feeling like drawing caterpillars. I don't know why. Not necessarily caterpillars, but something inspired by caterpillars. Just because I want to draw something I think that's like you can put a lot of twists and weird, or like a snake or a dragon or something. I've just been wanting to draw something that has a lot of overlapping forms and stuff. Maybe we'll make it like a favorite line stroke to make. Ooh. I don't think I have a favorite line stroke. If you're talking like my favorite way to draw, I tend to, if I were to kind of sum up my favorite way to draw into like a shape, if we're talking shape language, it would be probably Siemnok, thank you, and welcome. It would be something like this, so like a rounded sort of, like kind of a nice mesh between angular and curvilinear shapes. Like you can see, this is kind of it's a curvy sort of thing, right? But it's kind of broken up by these sort of angular. It's not completely curvy, right? Larval caterpillar dragon that changes to butterfly dragon. Okay, so this is our larval dragon, we'll say. With a bunch of legs. Maybe they're a bunch of lizard legs. I want to give it like a hand at the end of this or something. Think of it this way: making that shape, you made a curve movement in 4 directions. Which one is my favorite? Psh. I have no idea. I don't think I have a favorite. Maybe this one, we'll say. Maybe that's I don't know. I don't have a favorite line stroke. I just don't. Sorry to disappoint. Yeah, we're just gonna make something weird and nonsensical today, I think. Maybe with some big bug eyes. Huh, interesting. Yeah, maybe you're right. This sort of direction. I have never thought about that before, I guess. For left-handed people, it's probably this direction. We're going to see an attitude and emotion on that creature. The eyes. We'll give it like little pinchers or something up here. Like I said, this isn't going to make any sense. I'm just drawing to draw. Ex-lover boy, thank you. Sebastian Villanova Milano? Awesome. Am I teaching it all still? No. Yeah, the texture surface on your Cintiq. It's whatever texture the Cintiq Pro comes with. I mean, it's not super, like, completely smooth glass. It's got a little bit of a texture, but I didn't add any texture to it. I'm not teaching, Mike. After like COVID hit and like, okay, we're going online, it just wasn't fun anymore, and I just haven't gone back because I've been busy. How many solid hours do you spend at your desk? On days like, so I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which is usually 4 hours streaming and then 8 hours working. So usually 12 hours at my desk those days, and then other days I try to keep it to 8 or 9, just so I can, you know, be with my family. But it depends on if I'm in some sort of crunch, like if I've got a crunch for a deadline or something, then it's longer, but usually between 8 and 12. do you do to maintain good blood circulation? That's a good question. I don't think I do much. I've actually I'm constantly, I can't sit still. Like my legs are constantly doing this sort of thing. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that, but like I'm doing that right now. And then, I mean, I'm not very good at getting up and moving around when I'm in the middle of stuff. I need to be better at that. I used to have, I've got a standing desk, but I'm not using it at the moment because I got this like swinging arm thing that I got for the Cintiq so that I could have it down in front of me and look up at the monitor. So the monitor's like directly in front of me, where it used to be, I had my Cintiq up on my desk and I'd have to look around it to see my monitor, and it was messing with my back, I think. So anyway, I need to, so my standing desk is way too deep for the arm thing, so I need to I'm gonna build another desktop that's shallower so that I can attach the arm to it. But GG, be lurking and watching, not listening. Oh, writing a story. Nice. Good luck. Yeah, Gyen 3D. Thank you. Oh yeah, that can't be good. Yeah, I'm trying to be better. I'm actually, my back's been super screwed up for several months now, and I've been tried chiropractors and physical therapy, and I finally went to like a pain specialist, got an MRI. I'm gonna be getting like steroid injection to just completely numb my back because it's awful. I don't know. Apparently I've got like bulging discs and stuff, which the doctor thinks is what's causing all the pain, but I don't know. I feel like it might just be from years of doing this, you know. But I don't know. Fanfic. Can you recommend some storytelling books? Ooh, Marius, that's a good question. So my favorite is called The Golden Theme, or no, Invisible Ink. Okay, these are both really good books by Brian McDonald, who is, I love his books. So he's a screenwriter who he writes these really awesome books about storytelling, and he talks about, he basically just talks about, what makes what is good storytelling and how to write or tell a good story. And he has some really good philosophies and good thoughts on that, I think. Prof. Canis, thank you. Oh, car accident. That sucks. I was actually in a nasty car accident when I was like 14 and never got checked out. Apparently that messed up my neck pretty good. But I've got bulging discs. Like almost all my discs are bulging at least a little bit. At least the ones in the MRI. I got my neck and my lower back scanned. And like I went through the reading. It was like, oh, slight bulge here, bulge here, bulge here. And it's like every disc is bulging a little bit, which sucks. But which might be because I was never very careful with my body, you know, as like a teenager. Did lots of stupid things, so that might be part of why I've got disc disease and all this other stuff, which I feel like I'm too young for that stuff. When I'm getting a couple of weeks, I'll be closer to 40 than 30, which feels like, you know, I feel like I'm getting old, but I think that's just because my body is older than it should be. I hurt all over. Okay, let's see. Time to actually think about what I'm doing. So we've got one weird caterpillar dragon thing. Muscle. See, like the icy hot stuff, it doesn't really work for me anymore. Cause I get, yeah. The one thing that does help for me is like laying down for a while. So I'm usually okay. I don't hurt too bad in the morning, but by the time the day's over, some days I can't even work. It's so bad, but. I think I'm just gonna start with like a random shape. And we'll make that into something. And today's I'm just doing random weird stuff today. So it's not going to be super well thought out. Does the brush stamp look like? I don't know if you can see that or not, but see, why don't I'll just do this. I don't know if this will work, but yeah, that's the brush. I really don't like the human nose, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeah, your brush is available anywhere. Yes. I got them. Actually, Steven, I think they're on the Discord in the resources channel. You might have to scroll up a bit. But they're in there somewhere, I think. But anyway, if you can't find them, let me know and I'll get it to you. See, this guy's mouth hinges, like his whole head just kind of opens up like this. Lurk away, bud. Favorite 2D animated movie? That's a tough one. There are a lot that I love. We've talked about a few of these on the stream. I've talked about, I think as far as like aesthetics go, I love Sleeping Beauty and I love 101 Dalmatians. I love Wolfwalkers is my favorite recent 2D animated movie, I think. I love that movie. I think it's terrific. What about you, Liverboy? Lion King, because of that old Disney feel and great voice acting. Lion King, I was obsessed with that movie when it came out. I remember that's where I, like, the first time I remember actually drawing lions, and I drew them for a long time because of that movie. Cats, and was kind of where I learned to draw animal feet. I remember that. Yeah. I still has a big influence on the way that I draw animals and stuff. AJ, hello. Welcome. We're just drawing random weird stuff today. By the way, I've been thinking I might make video on demand stuff just available to subscribers, but I haven't made up my mind yet. So if there's anything that you missed and you really want to see, I might, recommend going and watching it real quick. Just in case. Oh, I'm a sucker for Greek mythology and Hercules. Just tweak its art style from typical Disney. Just enough where it's a whole new way of thinking of shapes. Also, you like Phil. I do like Hercules. I'm not so sure exactly what's going on. Yeah, so I'm just kind of doing random weird stuff today. Like I said earlier in the stream, I'm going to have to duck out early. Yeah, 11. Let's do... Sorry, I'm reading an email. Okay, so I've got a meeting in an hour, it looks like. I'm just writing this email really quick. Okay. Okay, more random shape stuff. We'll do a bottom heavy one this time. Maybe this is... Chum Chum. Never heard of it. What is it? Have a tail. Weird. You decided to move back to Idaho Fall. Oh, wait. So did Josh talk to you about teaching? Is that why you're moving back, maybe? 'Cause that'd be cool. Leslie Daniel. We're just drawing weird, random stuff today. Just no purpose or, anything like that. Just drawing weird things. Sorry, just write an email real quick again. I'm gonna set myself an alarm too, just so that oh, yeah, move up here. Although the housing market is ridiculous at the moment. So I'm just setting an alarm for myself so I don't forget to stop streaming, because that has happened. It happened yesterday. I streamed for like an extra hour without realizing it. Me and marshmallows, thank you. Let's see. especially like the bottom one. Oh, thanks. It's probably my least favorite, actually. But that's cool. These angles remind me I have a hard time drawing rocks. Rocks are tricky. Yeah. I think rocks are tricky because they come in. You can have a rock in any shape, any texture, right? There's not like one way to draw rocks. So like to make something feel like a rock, I don't know. But I feel you, actually, Loverboy. I feel you. No, you don't have weird taste. You eat marshmallows. That's how it like always goes. Like I'll send a bunch of sketches to a client, and I'll have my favorites and my least favorites, right? I mean, I've learned to not send anything that I don't like, because it seems like clients always pick like my least favorite. It just seems like that's always the way it goes. I'm getting like extra long fingers. And huge nipples. And angel wings, because why not? This is an angel, we'll say. I know exactly what you mean. Had that with my job before as well. Yeah. So like I said, I've learned to limit what I send. It's actually something that I also ran into showing my portfolio around. So my first year that I went to CTN, this animation expo, I felt like I needed a bunch of stuff in my portfolio. You know, I wanted to show as much as I could of what I had done or what I felt like I was capable of doing. And I put this environment piece in there because it's like, well, even if I get like a job doing environments, that's better than nothing, right? I really want to be a character designer, but maybe I could get a job doing environments. Anyway, so I had this environment piece in there as well. And this one guy was like, what's this doing in here? He's like, this kind of sucks. That's not exactly what he said, but that's what he meant, right? So he told me, like, your portfolio is only as good as your worst piece. And so if you've got something in there like this that isn't as good as your character stuff, it drags your whole portfolio down. Which made a lot of sense to me, right? It's better to have relatively few really good pieces than a bunch of, like a few good pieces and a bunch of mediocre ones, right? And so I think giving clients, we've adopted the same sort of attitude when it comes to showing stuff to clients, you know, only show them your best, the best of what you've done. Or you guys get to see the whole, like the other end of things too. All the stuff that is good or that I think is good, and then all the stuff, since it's, you know, a live stream, you get to see all the garbage stuff as well that I wouldn't ever actually show to people. Eliz Hezekiah has liked the stream. Thank you. Okay. What made mine more frustrating was they picked the idea I didn't like, finished it over the next few days, and they changed their mind and made me start over. Yeah, that happens. I think I restarted that project about 6 times because they kept changing the brief every time I finished the project. That is frustrating. Happens though. Just I feel like a lot of non-art people are amazed by scratchy sketches. Amazed in a good way or a bad way? So I could see that going either way. In a good way. I'm amazed a lot of times by that sort of stuff. Like I love Glenn Keane's super rough sketches. Right, whenever I start feeling bad about how rough my drawings are, I'm like, Glenn Keane's awesome, and his stuff is all like super rough, it seems like, so that I don't feel so bad. I like scratchy sketches too. Okay, maybe we'll do like super weird, bizarre versions of a few things. We've got an angel. Maybe we'll do a unicorn. Can't decide if I like it or if it creeps me out a little. It's supposed to be a little weird and creepy, right? So I drew that. I did this. These pirates. Actually, let me see if I can find the. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Don't remember what book it's in. Anyway, my mom saw it and she's like, she said something really funny. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there it is. So this guy, my mom saw it and she was like, it looks like he just got done breastfeeding. Which cracked me up. 'Cause if you, I mean, yeah. I don't know if you guys know this, but after someone's done breastfeeding, the nipple just kind of gets like stretched out. Anyway, so anyway, it cracked me up. Okay, yeah, he does have rather long nipples. Yeah.